Hello, my name is Bob Gould. I am the first vice chair of the Nevada County Dems, and one of my big roles is to create the agendas for the executive board meetings, which are on the first Wednesday of every month, as well as the DCC meetings, which are on the third Wednesday of every month. And the DCC stands for the Democratic Central Committee. So there's 5 members on the executive board, and we have sometimes 70, 72 people attending the DCC meetings. Most of the business takes place in the DCC meetings. The executive board has a very short agenda, and all of the big decisions are made with the whole committee. So that's one of my big responsibilities. I run the meetings, and usually they're an hour and a half each. Sometimes we go over. One of my jobs is to update the bylaws. So we have very concrete bylaws that we adhere to, and periodically we have to tweak them because the DCC has grown considerably in the last 8-10 months. So we have a new executive board with two exceptions. And the DCC has grown from 10 to 12 people at a meeting to, as I said, 72 was the biggest that we've had. So we're always updating the bylaws. I keep the attendance. The voting members are broken down into primary and secondary members. And one of my jobs is, and that's sort of determined by the California Democratic Party. And it goes by population within different districts, supervisorial districts. So for Nevada City, there's 6 members that are primary and secondary members, and other districts are smaller. So I keep that attendance, and I keep those people. If someone moves out of town or can no longer take that responsibility, I sort of go through the advising process of finding replacements. I do a lot of outreach and coalition building. So as the first vice chair, I look for Indivisible and events that they're doing that we can support them with, or events that we're doing and they can support us with. So we're always thinking about Indivisible, 5051, Color Me Human, lots of other organizations in town and in our county. I am responsible for overseeing GOTV, Get Out the Vote. So we have another committee which is responsible for candidate support, and one of my jobs is to actually recruit some candidates who might consider being on the school board or might consider being a city council member, and I tell them about classes that we have to support them with bank accounts and some of the bureaucracy that they have to go through. So that's really my job as first vice chair.